We're here, we're live, let's go.
That's it, we'll roll into it from there.
Yeah.
Welcome to this week's episode of Idle Chat. Not, unfortunately, with Mr. Jack Tonkin from Jay's Garage. That is coming, but diaries haven't aligned.
Yeah, he's doing a bit of a remodel, so he wanted to wait until his big remodel was complete.
Yeah, we could be the first people in his fancy far end booth.
Yeah, we're gonna film the podcast in his new dyno booth. So
Does look quite snazzy.
does look jazzy.
MB's is better, but
Hopefully he'll put something cool on the dyno.
you didn't clock that, did you?
Yeah.
But no, it does look pretty good. Updates.
Big
And
update.
we have some big
We have
news.
Big news.
We're a minute in.
We're a minute in, and the 350 is sold.
Sold.
Joseph turned up.
After taking the piss out of Joseph.
Yeah, it turns out he was legit. So it's quite a fun story, the sale of the 350. So Joseph phoned me 2 days before, so on the Thursday, and said, I come Saturday, okay? I was like, okay. He's like, actually, I come Monday. I was like, no, I'm at work. He's like, I come Monday. I was like, no, I'm still at work. He's like, okay, Saturday. Goodbye. I just hung up on me. I was like,
Oh,
okay, that's weird. I was like, he doesn't know where he's going. I've not given him my address.
No,
Never asked. He said that was it, end of conversation. I was like, cool. Sent him a message Saturday morning, like,
Are you coming?
are you coming? What's happening? He goes, yes. I'd be there at 3. I was like, do you know where you're going? He's like, no, I need a dress. I was like,
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Joseph. So I gave him an address. And fair play to him, he turned up at 3 o'clock. He pulled up in a black Range Rover on black wheels with blacked out windows. Got out 5 man deep with full cuzzy bro attire and man bags.
Nice.
And his brothers were fucking enormous. None of them spoke English bar him.
Awesome.
So that was slightly intimidating. He walked up to the car, Marlboro red on.
Nice.
Second he stepped out of the 25
Nice.
plate Range Rover. Marlboro red. He goes, okay, very low. I was like, yeah, just like the photos. He's like, okay. Open bonnet. I was like, yeah, I can do that. Opened the bonnet. He was stood at the front of the car. He's like, I know, I can't open. I said, I'll open it for you. And then he was looking around the car, looking around the engine bay, and he goes, what's this? I'm like, that's the radiator. He goes, okay. Where's water? I was like, in the fucking radiator. Hopefully, that's where I left it, so fingers crossed. He then couldn't get the rag cap off of Coil Rad. Just flat out couldn't do it.
Good.
Still, Marlboro red, never left. That was in full flight the whole time. So I showed him that it had water, and he goes, where dipstick? I was like, there it is. Yeah, and then if you've ever had a 350, biggest pain in the arse to put the dipstick back in. So he had 2 goes and laid it on the engine. I was like, are you done? He's like, yeah, I'm not getting in. I was like, yeah, I saw that. I was like, it doesn't live there then. I'll put that back in then. He goes, you start? So I started it. And he goes, okay. I was like, wow, Joseph, you're going to have to pack that in, mate. Chill out. Like, my daughter was asleep in the living room as well. And I was like, I got that 350 on the limiter from cold. I was like, wow, okay. So I got Josep's right foot off the pedal, and he's like, God, sound good. I was like, fucking, I don't know about that, but okay.
It's not the word I'd use.
Yeah, it's not, yeah. So when the smoke had cleared from the exhaust, he was like, we drive. I was like, no, it's got no insurance and no tax. He's like, we don't worry about police. I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. And he drove it like, I don't know, from mine to, this won't mean anything to you, from mine to the end of Thiesbridge Road, our end of Thiesbridge Road. So, a quarter of a mile.
Yeah, if that.
He stalled it 3
Less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, he stalled it 3 times. As we pulled off, the CV boot started clicking like fuck, because I forgot that the CV boot had split.
Yeah.
On the way back from Scotland. Joseph, no fucks given. He didn't care. He didn't even notice it. So, fair enough. Got to the end of the road, and he goes, you drive. I was like, okay, I'll drive. He goes, show me power. I was like, all right. So got to the top of the theatre drive.
Not sure I can do that if you say, but I'll try.
I'll give you my best shot, mate, but you are going to be underwhelmed. Got to the end of the road, turned out of the road, gave it a little peel out, slapped it into second, and Joseph went from mafia hitman to boss man, stop, slow down, boss man, slow down. I was like, we're only sort of halfway through second, but okay. He goes, you crazy motherfucker. Got another Marlboro Red out, literally got another Marlboro Red out. I was like, you're fucking crazy. And that's what he said all the way back. And we went back and he agreed to... Well,
no, he proceeded to haggle you.
On the phone, one more phone call I had with him, I said, don't turn up and offer me $5,000. Like, don't waste your time. Like, the offer you need to make needs to be very, very near to the asking price, or I will send you home. He goes, okay, I know come that way, and offer $5,000. So his first offer was 5.5. So he's true to his word, I suppose.
He didn't offer
me 5.
No.
He goes, I come a long way. I was like, you go a long way as well. I'm not interested. He's like, okay. $6,000. I was like, no. He goes, well, what's your best price? I was like, the old best price game. I was like, I'll do it for $7,250. He's like, okay. 7,300. 6,300. I was like,
well, no,
you've missed the point here.
Yeah.
Like, you've missed this, Joseph. He goes, okay. 6,400. I was like, no, we're not doing this. I'm not, like, it's this number or go home. He's like, okay. So, you do any better? I was like, I tell you what, take it now, 7. Take it, go away, leave me alone, but I'm not going a penny beneath that. He's like, okay. 6,500. It's like, no, like, we're not doing this. No. He's like, 6,500? I was like, no. No. He's like, I phoned my guy because the car genuinely is going to the Czech Republic.
Which I looked, and it's basically in the middle of Europe.
Yeah, it's just south of Poland.
Yeah.
So we had a phone call. A lot of Czech was being thrown around. A lot of Marlboro Reds still being burned. Like the ozone was
taking... spent $6,000.
Fuck me, the ozone was taking a pasting on my driveway. I tell you, between Rev Limiter and Marlboro Reds, it was a bad time. And he came back to me with his final offer of 6,700, 6,800, 6,900, 6,950, 6,950, and I fill it up with fuel, and eventually agreed to 7. So, yeah, it's gone. And he was terrified of the diff because it had a welded diff in it. Terrified of the clutch when we were on the test drive. He was asking me, is it going to drift? What's it going to be like on motorways? I was like, if you drive it sensibly, it will be fine. It won't bother you. I was like, he just told me he bought an M3. I said, if you were driving your M3, would you stand on the throttle in the middle of the corner? He goes, well, no, it will go sideways. I was like, this is the same thing. Don't do it. You'll be fine. Okay. So he left with no insurance and no tax and drove back to Dover, which is 3.5 hours from us.
Yep.
Brave man. And I sent him a message a few hours later. Oh, the last thing I said to him is, I said 2 things. I said, do not wind the window down, because the window regulator's fucked. If it goes down, it won't come up. Okay. I said, do you want me to show you how to set the Bluetooth up, because it had CarPlay in it, so you can listen to music on the way back? He goes, no. I listen to engine. And I'm thinking, you are going to get 10 minutes up the road and regret that decision, but that's fine. Sent him a message. He said, how do I make window go up? I was like, okay, we've listened well here. And then immediately following that, sent me a photo of him doing 110 on the M25.
Yes, he did. In a car with 17-inch wheels and tyres.
It had stand 350 tyres that were their 18s.
They've been drifted on.
They've been drifted. They were bald as fuck.
They were bald. And no insurance, no tax.
Probably no licence. I don't know. And it went, and I got a message from the new owner Tuesday night to say it had just arrived in the Czech Republic.
They drove it all.
They street drove it 1,800 kilometres.
Fuck.
Which their ears must have hurt. But they street drove it all the way there. Got there fine, not a problem. The only thing is the window. So, but it's gone. It's not in this country. It's not in my possession.
Shit.
Man's got money. Let's spend it. Is that how it works? No. I've not got all the money yet because all of you guys are
The next new thing.
Yeah, all you guys are scared of manly wheels and no one wants to buy my big wheels.
Isn't that why you're selling those manly wheels?
No, I'm saying it because I'm sick of cleaning them and
Don't
fit the next vehicle.
Unless you build the vehicle around the wheels.
Yeah, but we've been there. We discussed that in the last episode and we're not doing it again.
Yeah,
Yet.
unless you're Alex Law.
Yeah.
Basically, your only customer is Alex Law. I was thinking the other day, can you remember Dory Labs?
Yeah, sick car.
Yeah.
The pair of 14s.
Pair of black 14s
Mondeo.
on Slits 03s, Mondeo fronted.
Yeah, one of those cars still lives. Jake Noakes has got it.
Is that
But
that car?
It's got no floor in it at the minute.
Oh.
Ooh. But he still owns it with the blitzers. But it's now... What's the G80 M3 green? The really vibrant green. Like, it's not racing, it's more like a pine. It's not Java, it's...
No, it's darker than that.
Yeah.
It's like a mid green, like lighter than British racing green, but not as bright as Java green.
Yeah, it's that colour.
Oh, I can't think of the name of the colour.
That's going to bug shit out of the BMW, man.
Yeah, it really is. I can picture it.
Yeah, I can picture it too.
It's a standard colour option on M3 G80.
But it's that colour. Looks sick.
I bet it does look sick. That's a cool colour.
But he doesn't want to buy my wheels.
Oh.
I've tried everyone that has cool wheels.
No one wants
No
to
one
play
wants
ball.
I've had a few people interested in the Rizaks, but no one has, not a sniff on the Struces.
Really? I thought it'd be the other way
They're a
around.
bit niche, the Struces. Everyone wants Minervas, don't they?
All
They're
those
the-
threes.
They're the smart man's Minerva.
The smart man's Minerva.
Well, they're the same time, but the Struces were far less popular than the Minervas. But they're interchangeable faces at the same. They were sold at the same period.
Isle of Man green.
Isle of Man green. There we go. But yeah, that is as far as my updates have gone. No, I've not bought a car yet because I've not got the pennies.
But,
Yes, I have virtually bought about 10 of them and built them.
and the rest.
Yeah, but no vehicle is here yet. Because we're going to do the right thing. We're going to wait for the right car.
I don't know what's going to happen
We're
though.
going to try and wait for the right car.
Your autism's been wild,
Yeah,
hasn't
my
it?
autism is wild. But yeah, any updates on your front?
I spoke to Dave today. Garage on one day. Yeah. Don't know if it's a coincidence. Podcast. He knew the podcast was being filmed, but then I got a phone call.
Maybe.
Sneaky Dave. I like
Sneaky
it.
little rascal.
He's basically sorted rocker cover for the engine because it didn't have one, but it had the engine. He's finished the parts list. He sent that over to me.
Let's send it by a fucking carrier pigeon.
And then it's go time. I think I'm going to wait till end of November for potentially Black Friday deals. But a couple of people have got in contact on the back of the previous podcast where I
I've also
mentioned.
got one more person I've not told you about that's got a bit of hook up on HKS parts if you need them.
Hello, guys, got in contact. Thank you. I'm just waiting for this parts list. I'll send them the parts list, and yeah, whoever does good deals will do bits.
Yeah.
Or I'll wait till Black Friday or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not in a rush to build it, but equally I'm not gonna.
Sit on it.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, and I'm not gonna rush for the sake of a couple of weeks and end up paying 20% more.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's quite a lot of money we're talking in parts. If you're spending $4,000 in parts, 20% is a lot of money.
On that subject,
quid.
have you spoke to our good friend Mr. Tonkin about ECU stuff?
No.
Because Link currently has 15% off
Does it?
for Black Friday.
Well, up until Black Friday?
Currently, I don't know. That's their Black Friday deal. It's the only deal
I'd-
they do a year.
I'd heard, not from our friend Jack Tonkin, but I'd heard from an unnamed source.
Ooh, mysterious.
There might be a chance of a sort of like trade price ECU.
Okay.
But I don't know what margin they get. I don't know if it's more than 15%.
I don't think that's right.
I know they don't make fortunes out of them, no.
No. But yeah, currently, Link, I think it's 15% off on the G5, which you will not need. But
So you're telling me
it's 10% off on the rest of it.
HDev's not the move?
I think HF absolutely do. That HF shoot fucking 6 foot flames, and no one's ever been disappointed with that.
I'd love to turn up to Jack and be like, car's ready for mapping, just needs wiring, and not telling us a Niz tube in it. Watch him hit the roof.
There's a HF stay through
Yeah.
plus, mate. So because we're forged, I think we go plus.
Here's a stock ECU case, and here's my chip. Can you just solder it in?
Yeah, solder that in, fire up.
Don't worry, you can put your sticker on the ECU case, so it looks like a
And it's got a fresh tank of Jet 95.
Jet 95.
Yeah, like the shittest fuel station you can find with the shittest fuel.
I was
So you
thinking,
can
what's
put
that?
a degree of time in it.
Apple green car, the apple green one.
Yeah, the one that looks
Budget
like
fuels.
that. You look at it and go, they dilute their fuel.
Yeah, that's definitely watered down. So no updates, just engine bits. I've got some bits for sale actually, if anyone's interested. Got an ECU.
Well, that's my line.
Oh.
You're not allowed to use that.
Got an ECU, got a clutch. I don't think Jake wants it now.
Oh, fuck.
Because he's going, quave.
Going quick.
He's a posh wanker.
Well, you know.
And I think he's going to run a GM spline because
It's not sharp.
It's just like this, isn't it?
Fucking take
Firing it off.
All of it.
I'm not
Every
even
minute of it.
slightly jealous.
Yeah, fucking what are these tens doing?
Yeah.
Messing the place
That's poor
50s.
people money, tens.
Yeah, that's what your arse on.
Yeah, don't bother with tens.
Well,
Fiddies only. Yeah, so that's updates on me really. Life's been busy.
oh,
Your life's been
one
busy.
more update. I don't own a vehicle. I've not got any vehicles lined up, but I do own a gearbox for it. I went and bought a gearbox
for
this
fuck's
week.
sakes, yeah, he does.
Yeah, so I've got my manual conversion gearbox.
For a car he doesn't own.
For a car I don't own.
That's good.
I forgot to tell you about that. I forgot to.
No, I
Oh,
knew. I knew about it because my phone went ballistic, and I had 44 unread messages
That was me and Jake
in
chatting, wasn't it?
30 minutes, and I was like, "What the f is going on? What's happened?"
Oh, Callum's,
And then
Callum's happened.
I saw something about Jake getting a quaif, something about GM spline, and then about 35 messages about gearboxes.
Yeah, I sort of
gearbox
forgot it was a
levels.
group chat. And
Yeah.
then, yeah, blow your phone up.
Poor Jake.
But yeah, no, I own a gearbox for a vehicle I don't own it.
BMW box, if you're curious.
Yeah, I'm going to go BMW box. I got it for an absolute fucking steal. That's the main reason I bought it. I didn't plan on buying anything. I spoke to Jake. Jake said, stop not listening to me, start listening to me. And I was like, well, I like spending money, but that guy really fucking likes spending money. And he's saying, do this. So I'm going to do this time. I'm going to actually listen to him.
To be fair, Jake told you about the diff and the Z, and you didn't
Yeah,
listen.
he did, yeah. We've
And
done
then
this. And
6 months later, you went, "You were right, Jake."
yeah, I'm a new man. So
Mm.
I'm a newer man. So yeah, I opted to listen, and whilst he was explaining some options and what he's used in his cars, I was like, oh, I'll just have a little cheeky eBay and see how much they are. And found one 20 minutes up the road for half the price of all the others. So I went and bought that.
Yeah, it's cheap. To do that.
Very cheap. Yeah, so I'm a proud owner of a BMW 123D gearbox.
For a Aristo you don't own. But that does mean you're committed now to buying something with a 2J to run that gearbox.
Yeah. Exactly. I bought a £100 gearbox, so I'd best go and buy a 12 grand car. That makes sense, doesn't it?
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Man maths.
Looked into importing one.
Looked into importing one, and although the yen's really good at the minute, America exists, so Aristos are still. I can basically buy as nice of a car, if not nicer. Well, not nicer, but as nice of a car for the same price in the UK as the purchase price in Japan. So
Right.
excluding shipping and import duty. So
Which I think I'd heard that before with S15s. They're cheaper in the UK than they are in America or
Yeah.
Japan.
so
By a long way.
I've looked into that avenue because I'd quite like to tick that box off. Always wanted to import a car, and
Might be a Datsun
yeah,
Cherry.
decided that's not going to be an
not an
option.
Aristo.
So, well, it could still be an option by the time we get there, but at the minute that doesn't look likely.
Well, we need to sell wheels,
We do sell wheels,
and then we need to find some money to go on top of that.
yeah, we don't do much.
No,
I
not
probably
much.
will have that covered this month, to be honest.
Oh shit!
Yeah, had a good month.
Check you out.
Yeah, pretty big dick swinger.
Big boy. Right, we have a couple of topics for this week, surprisingly.
We do.
But before we go into topics, we'll do the questions section of the
Which we
podcast.
have a lot, so we may need to.
We'll try and keep this brief rather than ramble on about questions because we do go off on side tangents and tangents to side tangents.
Well, yeah.
So let's go through them. My phone has decided to freeze. That's wonderful. Let me close WhatsApp and bring it back open. Right. Here we go. Chrissy Munn, what's it like driving with an MX-5 in a boat?
Yeah, that will be aimed at me from Dory first. It was great fun. Chris is a great driver. So
Chris is a good driver.
actually, he's got a 300 and... Well, he hasn't got anything at the minute because his ship got blown holes in by Scottish salt. So that shell is now dead. But he is a turbo MX-5 man. 330 horsepower link cage, cool car. And me and him did lap after lap after lap at Dory first and had a great time. So it was fun. It was emotional. RIP to the 350.
And RIP to himself.
And RIP to that MX-5, yeah. That one you did.
Ashla. Now I'm not gonna read the question because it's derogatory, aggressive, and some would say offensive. However, I will say that we both give and we both take.
Yeah, we are both the postman and the letterbox.
Yeah, as Callum so eloquently put, we are the postman and the letterbox. That's the whole new meaning, postman Pat, isn't it?
His poor cat.
Yeah, his poor cat. Jess has seen some shit.
Yeah, oh, she's black and white.
Kiwi. Kiwi's actually really up the road from us.
Kiwi just bought my spare 350Z garage house.
Did he?
Yeah.
When you get another 5 Series, can you remember that?
Mate, I would love an E34. That was the first drift car I started with. I love them. I've had a few of them now. They are
sick.
They are cool, but they are rotten. And if they're not rotten, they are £20,000 or some fucking obnoxious number.
They're ridiculous money for what they are.
That shit has sailed. That 535, my dad bought for me and Dad to learn to drive in. We paid £400 for it. It was owned by a BMW Master Tech. We bought it from a BMW dealership whilst he was at work.
Yep.
We gave him £400. It had 6 months test on it that was worth 6 months tax on it at the time that was worth 200 and something quid. It was fully polybushed, M5 anti-roll bars, like you name it, it had it in terms of what an E34 needed.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It was a non-Vanos iron block M50, which still is a desirable engine if you're into BMWs. I saw a pair of M5 anti-roll. They were M5 Nürburgring anti-roll bars, which was fancy M performance upgrade. I saw a pair of them sell last week for £1,100. We drove that car for 10 years. I changed the oil in it twice. I put a new set of spark plugs in it. It gained a misfire, so I put the old set of spark plugs back in it. And we did 2 to 3 drift days a month with it for that 10 years at North Korea in shale. And we sold that car for £1,400.
Ridiculous.
So
ridiculous.
And
still going?
It's now got a 4 litre in it, M60 in it.
Was it?
Yeah, I got offered it back not long ago. I could still have it back, but we're not doing this. And he sold the engine out of it for £1,500.
No way.
Yeah. Mad man. Poor bastard. Little did they know. It was a good engine though. That
was a honey of an engine.
That had all the magic still in it. Like, I don't know what magic was in it, but it was in it and it worked.
Definitely. I
would love another one. I can't justify it. For what I enjoy, I can't justify the money they are with the engines they have in them.
Jacko Emery's black one with the V8 in it.
That was sick.
So before he got all
I'd love another one, so instead I'm going to buy a Japanese version.
Sounds good. George Hampel, trailer only rule, yay or nay?
Well, we sort of discussed this with Dave,
we did.
Because it's Dave that has really, in this country, introduced that rule.
Yes.
And we were both a fan.
I hate to say it, but yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea so that the event organisers know that it's not the people at the event being helmets on the road outside. I also think it's a good idea because you can push as hard as you like, knowing, worst case scenario, the bros can help you put it on the trailer.
Yeah, you got a way home.
Yeah. I think it is a good idea.
And I say this as someone that is about to hopefully build a street car that could go drifting. So
True.
Effectively something without a cage and I won't need a trailer.
But most but most of the events that you're going to attend with a drift car, you wouldn't necessarily attend in your car.
No, probably not.
So it doesn't really matter.
No. But even if I was planning on driving, I still think it's a good rule, and I am someone that doesn't own a truck or a trailer, so it would be an inconvenience for me.
Yeah.
And I still agree with it.
I say yay.
I do too. Yeah,
unfortunately, it seems a little bit sad and a bit elitist and a bit.
Yeah, but it's not so much for people driving though. It's more for having somewhere to drive, and if that's what it takes to maintain somewhere to drive, then so be it. And most of you, if you're into this sport and you want to go drifting, I fucking guarantee you know someone with a trailer. If you need to borrow one for a weekend, or they're not that expensive to rent.
So you can rent them for like £120 a day.
Yeah, they're not mega money.
They're not terrible.
And actually, if we're all honest, it would be far better to load it on a trailer and drive to and from an event anyway.
Yeah, especially if it's a pre-registered.
Don't have the aggro. You fucking tell me about
especially if you've got if you have got custom bottle jacks.
Yeah, and a straight pipe. Well, it felt like a straight pipe exhaust that the fabricator didn't make fit properly. I didn't see a lot of it.
No, Drift Matsuri, which is Mr. Sweeps. What I was going to say was we actually covered Drift Matsuri on the last podcast. So if you haven't listened, go back and listen, Mr. Sweeps. I'll keep it really brief because, like I said, we went into detail in the last one. The changes you've made, brilliant.
Yeah, game changer.
100% brilliant. The seat time looks way better.
Yeah.
The colour of the car generally looks much better.
Yeah, far better. The media coming from it is great.
The media's been great. The night demos look great. It looked great. I just can't afford to.
Special mention from Drift Matsuri is to Johnny Mordor on Instagram, who was the gentleman who a few months ago had a crash with Queen Bee at Coombe and wrote his 13 off in a big boy way. He has reshelled that car into a PS, and all the clips I've seen, or mainly the clips I've seen from Matsuri, have been that PS shooting obnoxious flames and sitting on the limiter. So good for him.
He does drive that car obnoxiously.
Yeah. I'd love to see his limiter count, but yeah,
spicy.
Be up there. But yeah, good to see he got back out as well. But yeah, the event looked fantastic. Obviously, it's in the sea, and it's in Wales, and it's in October. So
you can't do anything about the weather.
You can't do anything about that.
We can't criticise.
But they had a dry day and a wet day, so
I think it was like gale force winds. But we didn't go, so we can't really.
Jordan, who owns my 32, He went. Yeah. He had a great time. He tried semis for the first time.
How'd he get on?
He now needs a gearbox because it was on the RB20 box.
Okay.
He needs a gearbox and an engine rebuild. So it went well. He had a great weekend. His mate, who he went with, Geth, in his 32, also tried semis for the first time. Also needs a gearbox. So they had a great weekend. But they actually genuinely had a great weekend. So
the last one I did in spring, mega. I think it's probably the best Matsuri I've ever done. Yeah. So if it was anything like that, then
yeah, fantastic.
Yeah,
and it's nice to see drifting being represented with a good standard of car and drive.
Yeah,
it's great to see that.
And all the big boys out, and likewise the grassroots boys together. Next question, Josh Moore.
I think there's a 2 parts to that. I think he sent it to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he has sent 2 questions. The first one is, Callum needs to stop being a girl and rebarrel his wheels and use them.
Right. There's 3 parts to this. 1, where are your fucking big splits? You ain't got none here. 2, it's not a size issue, unlike most things in my life. It's a fucking laziness issue, and I can't be asked cleaning them all the time. And I don't want to ruin a car that, again, basically, because I have done that twice.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the third one is. There was 3 parts, but
to answer, you can use the third part to answer the question. Other question he's asked: run air cups for the finest Norfolk B roads? Question mark.
I'd rather shit my hand and clap.
There you go. Well, that's clear. At least we know where
air cups are cool. Like cool in theory, but they give you this much and they cost fucking 800 quid.
They do.
An axle. No, thank you. Not interested.
No.
And you've got to do a boot build and put your tank in and your fucking 12-volt compressor. That's just shit. No, I'm not interested.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No.
Edmard, a regular commenter.
Yeah. And now we know a Drift League judge.
Yes, we do.
We didn't know that before.
I didn't know that, no.
And the Doryfest driver.
Cool car.
Cool car. Very unusual.
When's the next roasting episode? Did we do a roasting episode? We did a reviews episode.
We did
We can do a roasting
We did a Rate My Ride episode, didn't we? Which questionably a few of our statements might have been a little bit roasty, but we can do another one.
We can do a proper roast if they really want.
We can.
You just can't get really upset at us.
Yeah, you cannot get butthurt, but I will tear your shit apart.
Put it in the comments. If you want us to do a reviews or a roast,
yeah.
can we do a poll in the comments or something? Maybe.
I mean, we're testing my limits, but yeah, I'm sure we can.
We could do a like is a like is whatever and
No, don't do a dislike.
Oh,
That'll fuck us right up. Yeah, I'll put something in the comments, even if it's 2 pinned comments and you like whichever one you prefer.
And whilst you're in the comments, just above that, just a smidgen, there's a subscribe bit.
Yeah.
If you could please click that, it would help us get.
Yeah, it does good things.
Good, yeah. Good.
Also, whilst we're on, well, this is a perfect time because you're all listening. Also, we are filming an episode with Jack. Get your questions at the ready. Start firing them in now. We'll make some notes and stuff because I want to make sure that we do a good job chatting to Jack and answer. Now, granted, we're not going to answer everyone's questions because we've only got a limited amount of time with him and we don't want to take the piss because I also don't want to pay for his time.
And also, you don't want to hear just question after question after question after question. You'd like to probably hear a bit from Jack as well as some questions.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Jack, I mean, we could do an episode of questions and an episode about Jack.
Yeah.
He is that.
Yeah, he's an interesting guy.
Interesting.
So if you've got anything really important you want to ask, fire away. What else we got?
I'm confused. Why so much handbrake? Oh, sorry, this is Dan_DC Garage.
Okay.
Why so much handbrake? Ruin speed because you have to initiate on handbrake. What's the deal?
All I'm going to say in answer to that is gassed on track. World's longest handbrake entry.
Oh,
I'm not here for it.
The thing is, I've driven that track. You haven't, so shut up.
Yeah, I'll shut the fuck up.
That track is a really weird shape, and in the driver's defence, they were trying to hype up 150 mile an hour, and I suppose they were doing 150 mile an hour
probably
down the straight.
That is
the problem
Formula
is
1 straight.
You cannot make that corner doing 150 miles an hour.
No, it's quite tight.
And then initiating. No matter how much grip and power you have, you will fuck off into the gravel. It's not possible. But they were basing everything on entry speed. So the drivers were going as fast as possible and then going, shit, handbrake, foot brake.
It was a massive game of chicken.
Yeah.
Who's going to lift first?
Literally. To try and make it round the corner. What would have been better if it had been a fastest backward entry or fastest
big entry. Yeah.
Because then people would go a little bit slower, like 120, but come in hot. And that would be backwards, less handbrake, that sort of shit.
But also,
that's not how it was geared.
Also, fair play, 150 mile an hour entry. It was 149 bags he did, wasn't it?
Joking aside.
That is fucking fast to commit to pulling a handbrake.
Yeah, I've been flat from halfway down that back straight and initiated and backwards, and it's terrifying.
Yeah.
They were going the whole length of that straight.
Yeah.
They were in fourth at the bridge.
They were in fourth where you were starting.
Yeah, which was pretty scary. Normally, if you ever go to watch any of the Jack Fests or tracks or whatever, the first couple of sessions, to give you a little bit of insight, we have to start sort of like, I don't know, 250, 300 metres back from the bridge.
Yeah.
And then as the day goes on, people break their shit, cars get hot,
track frees up a little
Track frees up a bit. And that start line the start line stays in the same position. However, you come round to the start line and there's no queue. So you're already in second. And then they go. So you're like, sound. So then you click in third, then you're in fourth at the bridge, and then you're going really fast. When you can do that, it's brilliant because you can carry in so much more speed and you can do so much more layery stuff. So if you're going to watch, wait to the last session, because generally the last session is the fastest, wildest, most run up, so you get the most wild shit happening.
Yeah,
that's just how it kind of works. So that's answered that question. Controversial one. Beachy.
Well, yeah. Him and Ash are the same people that asked the question.
Blue tick drifting. Discuss.
We've discussed this.
I don't think we can go through
And
that, BG.
rumour has it there was some salty ticks. So, look, I'm a fat man that drifts once every 2 years. So all I'm going to say is you should probably work a little bit harder on your driving and a little bit less on your following. Some of them. Most of them are okay. There's a few there that are, could do with some work.
Just because you've got a blue tick doesn't mean you can drive, I think was the
Dave's
phrase.
statement.
Now, in Dave's defence, we did take that out of context.
We did take it out of context.
So,
A little bit, yeah.
just backpedaling a little bit here. Dave, we didn't do you dirty, but we didn't help.
Yeah, we didn't help things.
Maybe.
No, we didn't help things.
However, Callum is right. Maybe we do some blue tick stuff and some driving, and we merge the two.
Yeah, your entry to an event shouldn't be based on your Instagram following.
No.
Is the main statement I would take from that. You can take as much upset from that as you want, but really it is a motorsport, thus a driving event. Thus being able to drive to a decent standard is probably quite important.
Yes.
Not have a big Instagram following and have thrown a load of money at something.
Yes. Basically.
And I don't think anyone could really disagree with that.
No. He also asked a question about who's the most dominant one, but we'll skip past
We've
that.
been there. We've answered.
GT87 Josh. What's the next trip? Fancy some extra people?
No, thank you. I think he's mean we went to Latvia, didn't we? So I would assume he means.
The Idle Chat Tours.
The Idle Chat Tours. We'd love to go to another one. No, you're not welcome. no. I'm joking. Whoa! I'm joking.
Josh is alright.
Yeah, Josh is saying. I don't really know. We haven't really planned anything, have we?
No.
There's ideas and things we'd love to do. If you'd like to fund us going to Japan, that'd be brilliant. We'd love to.
This is the fundamental issue of everything we do.
We're skin.
Time and money.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 thing. I'm very busy, you're very busy.
Yeah.
Money is, for me, quite tight, for you, quite tight.
Yeah.
At this moment in time.
Yeah.
If someone wants to, if you subscribe and when this thing grows, then maybe
when we start the merch. You're ready for some merch, eh? This needs merch, doesn't it? You're watching this thinking, fuck, I need to make sure everyone knows I listen to that.
We've got some Idle Chat goodie bags coming. And in it you get a sticker.
Yeah, a sticker.
A fart.
Teeny tiny bit of SSR Struis.
Oh, yeah. Signed, though.
Yeah, I'll sign it.
Signed.
It'll be illegible.
I can cut some fiberglass up and get some stickers printed. No, joking aside, we'd like to do more. I definitely want to do. I'm saying this now. We will go to Doryfest next year.
Yeah,
driving or not, we will go.
Yeah, we'll be there.
I would like to go to a Matsuri, driving or not.
I would too.
Spring or autumn, I don't mind.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out there now. I'm going to put it out there into the ether. I will not drift next year. I don't think I'll be driving at an event next year. Thus, I would like to attend some events and perhaps do some waffling on camera. And they seem like a great place to go because that's what everyone is.
I'd like to do those two. If there's anything else you'd like to see us out, let us know. I'd love to do Latvia again.
Yeah,
I just don't know financially I can do it.
I don't know if I can do it either. Latvia was mega.
So good.
So good. I'd like to do Poland as well, just purely for the spectacle to say I've done it. But I'd be more, if it was a toss up between that and Latvia again, I'd be on the way to Latvia immediately. And ultimately, as all drifters do, I would love to go to Ibiza or Japan in general.
Japan, so
that's a big money
on
game.
this worktop over here, you can't quite see it. Buy my trophies.
Well, we were trophies for champagne bottles.
Buy my two trophies.
Where are yours, Jake?
Oh! No, he got the team one.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Right. Well, that doesn't fucking count, does it? Where's your trophy, then?
Why are you singling out Jake?
No, I'm just...
He's trying to help you, you're 530 deep.
Oh yeah, that's true. And he offered me to drive his car with a 530D box in it, so I probably ought to. You'll get one soon, Jake. When you quaff.
You can buy two off me.
Yeah. He's got an SR built to fun.
Yeah. What was the question?
Japan.
I've got a savings jar that's been on that worktop since 2017.
Sick.
And there's
It's got
about
3 quid.
120 quid in it.
Whoa. Wow.
So we're getting
So we can
there.
afford dinner when we get there.
Yeah. I can get an airport breakfast.
Yeah, just about 10 grand shy. Really.
I can get 2 bottles of water out of WH Smith's,
and then
that's
you've
about
got
it.
to turn around and go home.
Oh, I'm desperate to go.
Japan is always the goal, isn't it? Japan is the goal for both of us. Has been for years.
It's just
years. It's just ever increasingly further away as a possibility because of its popularity
and life
and commitments and everything else. So yeah, in answer to your question, Josh, I don't know really. What do you fancy?
We'll keep you posted.
If you're coming with us, where do you want to go?
Where would he go?
He'll go anyway, wouldn't he? He's got Kevlar to wave around.
How's he got any money left?
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Should we come to yours?
Yeah. Yeah.
Come to yours and look at your Kevlar.
He cuts into whatever you're selling. Question. This is the final question from Graham Watkinson, who we mentioned last week as the photographer chap.
Yes.
I have seen a certain UK drifting comp have advertised a paid evaluation at a paid event. Nothing against them, but has this how drifting has progressed? Once upon a time, licensing, then on merit, now to pay to be assessed. Discuss.
So I think that's in reference to Drift League, which had effectively a licensing day at Teesside last week, I think, last weekend.
Yes.
I mean, I don't see it being a negative thing. Ultimately, it probably weeds out a lot of people that aren't going to take it seriously. So back in the day, years ago, BDC did license days. They used to do them at North Carolina, in fact. Ash did one.
Really?
So that's
did you get a license?
Did he fuck? It was snowing.
Really?
Yeah. But basically, you paid your 70 quid or whatever, and you did solo laps, and at the end of the day, there was like 2-run assessment, a bit like qualifying at the end of the day. And I think that's basically what Gordon did at Teesside. I don't think, to be honest, Graham, I don't think anything's changed. I think it's always been a paid access fee. They've still got to rent a track, they've still got to insure it, and so on and so forth. So I don't think it's any different to the norm. I think probably the standard of car is significantly different. Ash did it in a standard S14. So
yeah,
I think ultimately it's a necessary evil to make sure. Well, it's not even an evil. I think it's a necessary step to make sure that your event has a certain calibre to it. I think that's partially the reason of it. I saw Gordon post somewhere that he wasn't just assessing driving; he was assessing car standard, pit setup standard, etiquette. So it wasn't it wasn't just based solely on driving.
Pit etiquette
and pit, So
that's interesting.
How you present yourself, because ultimately they are all quite important. And if you're trying to hire out motorsport venues, they matter. So it wasn't solely emphasised on just your driving, which obviously that's a key part, but not the entirety of it. So I think ultimately that's a good step forward.
I agree.
And if you want to get into competition drifting, you're not going to give 2 shits about paying a day for a licensing, because it's, as my famous phrase was from Dory Press One, it's like handing wet wipes out at a car crash. It's irrelevant. The money you're going to spend in a season of competition is swallowed up. I feel like that is just a couple of sets of tyres, really.
I think your exact phrase was, well, at this point, it's like throwing a cup of water on a bonfire.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we were going for steak dinner, weren't we? And everyone was like, cool, it's about 30 quid for a steak. I was like, fucking, that is nothing. You want to see my fuel bill from the way up it.
And that was just before we got told to do a kickflip shite bag.
Yeah, a real life shite bag in Scotland.
That was cool.
And then we all got parking tickets because we parked in Tesco's.
We did park in Tesco's because that was it.
And I didn't even own a vehicle, so it's quite good for me. Because Charlie paid it.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah, Charlie paid it, so don't worry about it. Fantastic.
Fair play. Good old Charlie. That question leads on to probably my question / topic for today's podcast.
We've actually got one. We're not just going to ramble.
Well, we've done quite a bit of rambling already. And we'll do some more. Do you think drifting is becoming a rich man's sport? What I mean by that, I don't mean like Formula One, obviously, it's not to that extent. But do you think it's
Some people would have
basically...
you believe that, the way
Yeah.
they go about it, but yeah, go on.
Do you think it's who's got the most money, they're going to do the best? Because backtracking just a smidge, we said in the Riga podcast about, I don't know if you guys watched that or not, but if you didn't, you should, because it was sick. We got some really good insider knowledge, and we found out that Peter Vicek had rented a track for 3 months in Italy, was flying in by helicopter, and had 3 Supras sat there for testing for 3 months.
Down there full time.
And a team, and a lorry, and a charcuterie board.
Yeah, and a charcuterie board, because it never goes anywhere without it.
No. Is that ruining it? Or is that pushing it? What's your opinion?
So is drifting a rich man's game? Right, at Driftmaster's level, it's 100% a rich man's game. If it's not a rich man's game, it's a person that can connect and network and be good at it, because it requires a colossal amount of funding. Anything, if you're playing fucking ping pong and you've got to travel around Europe, it's going to be expensive.
Yes.
Let alone if you're running a pro competition drift car, it is going to be spending. There is no two ways around it.
Motorsport, full stop.
Motorsport is expensive. And if you're going to play in arguably the top league of that niche sport, then get your checkbook out. And I think that's any sport really, anything that involves vehicles anyway. But so for competition basis, yes, it is absolutely a rich man's sport. On perhaps our level, yes, I would agree.
I would say it still is.
Yeah, I will happily say I make 50 plus grand a year. I can't afford to drive as much as I want to.
No, you earn a good wage.
So, like with life commitments and stuff, I earn a reasonable wage and cannot afford to do the sport I am that obsessed with that I'm sitting making a podcast about.
Which is a little bit sad.
It is a bit sad, yeah, but I can't afford to do it. Let me rephrase that. I can afford to do it.
Justified.
I can't afford to do it. No, I can't afford to do it to the standard I want to do it. I could go and buy a 323 and do North Korea 10 minutes up the road and afford to do it every month. But I don't want to do that. So
no.
Drifting, anything is as expensive as you make it to an extent. But, okay.
I would say
the entry level is not expensive, but it is not as cheap as playing golf.
The problem is, I don't know.
Well, yeah, some close.
The problem is the entry level, as you just said, 10 years ago versus the entry level now is wildly different. Yeah. You could have, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, drifted a slammed S-body, R-body at North Korea every week with other S-bodies and R-bodies.
12 years ago, my 32 was bought by Ash for 800 quid, a manual turbo R32 GTSD.
Exactly. So you cage it, you do whatever, you go and have a great time.
Yeah.
And it owes you 4 or 5 grand. At worst.
Yeah. Yeah, meanwhile you've got an Aristo as a daily and this and you've got everything, a stager, and because they were all £1,000.
You sold said R32 for some total of nearly £30,000?
I sold the rolling shelf for 10 grand. I pulled best part of 30 grand out of it. So,
So at that point it has to be a rich man's sport.
Absolutely.
And that said though, sorry to interject, but if you go into, I've said this before, if you go to a track day or like a test day and look at somebody who's doing, I don't know, mini challenge, they are fully built race cars with standalone ECUs, built engines, quake sequentials, thousands of pounds worth of safety equipment, various sets of Dunlop slicks,
and it's still a mini.
And it's still a mini. And then after every event, they have to be rebuilt. They go back to Team Accelerate, or one of said teams, who check them, set them up, map them, deliver them to track. That isn't top level motorsport by any means.
That's entry level.
That is
arguably.
entry level, and it's still going to cost you hundreds of thousands of pounds a season.
Yeah.
You go and do motocross, an engine sport, not the same thing, I know, but 2 bikes will set you back 20 grand, set up and ready to go. A mechanic to work on them,
Yeah.
a camper van and a whatever, and an awning and stuff. You'll be 50 grand into doing motocross without even thinking.
If you take it seriously.
Yeah, before you actually go and do motocross.
Yeah, and then you break your collarbone.
Yeah.
And then you break your leg, and then you break
And
your
you can't
leg.
work, and it gets even more expensive.
Yeah.
I earn really good money, kinda, I guess, or the company does.
Yeah.
I don't, personally. But I'm the same as you, like, I can't
do it to the standard I want to,
no.
as regularly as I want to.
No. No.
I think, yes, it is. It's an accessible form of motorsport. It's probably one of the most accessible, unless you're going to go down auto testing, and that is full of very colourful people that.
Not my kind of people.
Not my kind of people, yeah. Anyone with a mini with no doors on it is strange.
That's strange.
I'm fucking well good at first gear. I'll tell you what, they must get through some synchros though. Anyway, but I like auto testing, stock cars, but I've got a bloke I work with who races stock cars. He spends fucking money on box section and a sheet metal version of a Corsa.
Yeah.
He spends some money. Like when he's racing full time, he's racing most weekends all over the country, and that's in. He'll never listen to this. That's in a piece of shit. That's in a bit of box section and a skinned Corsa. A 1.3 litre Corsa.
A 1.3 litre Corsa.
Like, if it's your thing, fair play. And it's racing, and I understand that. Racing's great, so I can see why that's addictive. But that is an entry-level motorsport in this country, I would say. Stock car stuff and bangers. And even that is spare. Like, even the Banger World Final, they put built motors and brand new tyres on bangers.
Yeah.
To go right, like 20 grand's worth of setup. Corner weighting a banger.
Yeah.
Fucking mad.
Yeah.
So, okay, drifting is expensive, but it's arguably
no more expensive than anything else.
Yeah, no more expensive than anything else.
Motorsport was.
Yeah, if you want to do it in a IS200 or a E36 325, well, probably not them now, probably an E46 323 or something, you can probably be on track for 2 grand. But 2 grand is a lot of money to some people. To have disposable 2 grand is a lot of money. I don't have a disposable 2 grand currently. Well, I sold a 350, so I sort of do. But it's not disposable.
350s.
Yeah, it's not disposable. On an average day, I don't have that money. So
I don't know anyone that could just go, here's 2 grand.
Yeah, so like, yeah, it is a rich man's sport if you want to call it that. But it's, as we said, you don't have to. You spend as little or as lot as you want. But
I think
it is a lot.
I think the
Even a little is a lot.
The little you used to spend would get you a long way.
Yeah. It doesn't
now, a little gets you nowhere.
But then that also applies to my food shop each week, or my energy bills, or like, the cost of living is just more money. Okay, I make more money now than I've ever made, but that doesn't mean I've got more money than I've ever had. Far from it.
No.
Because it doesn't go anywhere near as far as it used to.
I'd say I'm working harder than I've ever worked.
Yeah.
But I don't financially see any benefit.
No.
Compared to where I was 10
Arguably,
years
you were
ago.
better off, 8 years ago when you were at BMW?
Well,
maybe a bit
to put it in
before
perspective, 8 years ago BMW was earning over £60,000 a year. But my mortgage was 670 quid, 640 quid.
Yeah.
Now, I've just bought a house with my partner and the mortgage is just over 1,000.
And it's half the size of a house that you had before. You had a 4-bedroom house before.
Yeah, well, to be fair, price-wise, this house is more expensive.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, it's a smaller house, but it's in a much better area.
Yeah, true.
So, that house, my old house, that sold recently for about the same money as the one we just bought.
Oh, okay.
So they're about the same.
So about the same.
Yeah.
Comparable.
But yeah, it's just the world's changed, isn't it?
Yeah, it has. Yeah, but then
I think it is a rich man's sport to do it at a high level.
Yeah.
Whereas you used to be able to have people, and you said you saw this at events, who would get a loan.
Oh yeah.
Not a crazy loan, but a loan, 20 grand, 25 grand. Have a car, build a car, do a season.
Yeah.
Come high in the championship, and they've still got that loan and everything.
Yeah.
But you would not borrow 20, 25 grand now, do a season, and come high in the championship.
You wouldn't do a season on 25 grand.
No.
Or just wear and tear and consumables. I shouldn't
Oh,
think.
no.
Let alone build a
You
car.
wouldn't have a pro car for 25 grand. It would be
Mate, you
competitive.
wouldn't have barely have a gearbox. Barely have a gearbox. You barely have a basic drivetrain in your car for 25 grand, would you? Of a pro car.
Well, an engine's going to be 10 to 15. Your box is going to be 10.
Your diff's going to be
5.
with axles 7
7.
fabrication,
So you're 30 for parts before you
There you
even
go.
begin.
and that's just a tall block.
Yeah.
That's without dressing it. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
And
Like,
that said, you can do it cheaper. There are guys that do it cheaper. And there is an element of certain tracks, you don't need
no.
that power. You can have a 350, 400 horsepower SR. And if you're consistent and you're a really good driver, you could still come really
Yeah.
high in the.
What I will say is, you can, if you're a smart person, as in with your hands and stuff, you can engineer yourself a very long way.
Yes.
Like you can turn up with a Mercedes straight six, and you've built it with a turbo, and you've found a gearbox adapter that works, and put a BMW diesel box on it, and you could absolutely be competitive if you are very good and you've got that working. But which a lot of other motorsports you can't do. You can't turn up a mini challenge with an RB in it, like
No.
sadly.
Which is partly why we like drifting so much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but you can your creativity can get you a long way, and your natural driving ability can get you a lot further than most people have you believe.
Yes.
But if you're going to compete, then there is only so far that will go with that money behind it as well.
I think that's true of any motorsport.
It
And
is.
that's true of anything.
But I also think for a long time people have thought, right, I get into drifting at grassroots level, I build a better car, the next logical step is competition. And I think we're in a phase now where perhaps a few more people are going, don't want to do that, I just want to enjoy drifting. So there's a few people I've seen lately build lesser cars than their previous car, to go and enjoy and not keep expanding or progressing their vehicle, and actually probably realise that they perhaps outcard themselves.
Yep.
Rather than
Outcard their budget and then made it like not fun.
yeah, not fun.
Because you're just so like, oh fuck, well, there's £3 worth of diff gone.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's not fun. I don't care.
And
you have
those
to be
parts are so hard to find.
so rich to say, oh, just blow the box up. It's £10,000.
Yeah. That's a
Like,
lot of money you have to have a lot of noughts at the end of your account before blowing third out of a quaif doesn't hurt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, too right. Which hopefully you wouldn't, but
Yeah.
I think it is a rich man's sport now to do to a high level.
But to do to a decent level, I think.
I mean, look at like Dory Fest. If you went and averaged every car at like 25 grand, and some of those are a lot more than 25 grand. If you average them at 25 grand, and what's that, 80 cars there?
Yeah, 60 or 70, I think there was last year.
Okay, so 70, 20, do you think 25 is fair, average? Because some will be way more, and some will be way less.
Yeah.
I mean, an S15 is 25 grand,
Yeah.
and there's multiple.
Let's say 20. Let's say 20, because there's also quite a few MX-5s and stuff now.
True. What are you talking hate on MX-5s?
No, not at all, but they're not as expensive as an S15.
So 20 grand times by 70 cars is 1.4 million pounds worth of cars.
Nice.
But 1.4 million pounds wouldn't buy you many fully prepped, race ready comp cars. If you said a fully prepped, race ready comp car is what, 120?
What, to build?
To be built. Well, you obviously build it yourself cheaper, but if you wanted to go out and buy one, 80 grand, 100
Probably
grand?
80 grand, yeah.
There's 17 and a half cars.
Yeah.
That's not even a...
It's not even a full field. It's not even a top 32, is
So
it?
if we said Drift Masters, there's 45 drivers, 50 drivers?
Yeah, 50 they average at.
And they're
And
spending...
they are not 100, they're not 80 grand cars.
No,
they're probably average 150 to 200,000 euros, I would say.
Well, at 150,000, that's 7.5 million.
Yeah. Plus the
lorries,
plus
Spare
the
cars.
spares. spare cars, spare parts, the fucking tyres.
Which means
fuel,
there's
the
£10 million
the team,
plus
the logistics.
at Drift Masters in equipment.
Yeah.
For the drivers, not for anyone else.
It is a big money game, isn't it?
So it's a big money game.
Yeah, it is a big money.
It wasn't in our weeds, but then I think that's progression.
Progression of anything, though, isn't it? And I'm not salty about it either. Like, I mean, I'd like to drive more, obviously, and I'd like to do more. But also, it's nice to see, with money, with it having more money invested in it. Arguably, it makes it better, doesn't it? Overall.
Do you think?
Ironically, we've got less tracks to drive than we've ever had in the UK, but that's a UK problem, not a drift.
Yeah, but there's still plenty to do.
Yeah, there is.
We've had this conversation before, and you can look at Jake.
Yeah.
Jake is busy for most weekends in the year, and he's going wherever he can, however he can, and drifting as much as he can.
Yeah.
It's out there. You might have to travel a bit further. You might have to spend a bit more, but it's there.
And if he keeps going at this rate, he will not be a rich man.
What was I going to say? I was going to say,
I think to an extent, potentially, there's a little bit more help than there used to be.
Sponsorship help.
Yeah. I see a lot more people. Side quest. If you say you've got a sponsor and you say fucking welcome aboard, get in the bin. It's not a fucking ship. It's not the Titanic. It's a BMW. Calm yourself down. No one's got to board anything. Fuck off. Sorry. I see that on a daily basis. It makes me want to bang my head against the wall.
Welcome aboard, Jay's Garage.
Yeah, fuck that. You're not P&O ferries.
Also, if the sponsorship deal is 20% off, it's not a sponsorship deal.
Yeah.
It's a
support.
hand. It's a support. It's not a sponsorship deal. A sponsorship deal is something for free, or
In my
ideally,
mind,
you getting paid for it.
Yeah, I mean that will be a rare phenomenon in this world, but some product would be nice, and you are fully fledged, but you are not welcoming any cunt aboard.
No boards, no?
No aboard.
No port or
No,
stove.
if you tell me you need to weld your seals, you can also get in the bin.
Seals.
Oh, my rusty seals. Why are you welding wildlife? That's not okay. Leave them alone. Whilst we're on this rant, I can give you, when people say thread, my tyres are really low on thread. No, they're not. They're not made of cotton.
Adam Madejski, it's spelled tyres, Tyres, not tyres, Tires.
Yeah, that's an Americanism, isn't it, tyres?
It's not how you spell it, is it?
No, it's not.
Are you finished? Anything else you want to get?
No, I don't think so.
No?
The welcome aboard is my biggest issue. And,
Really upset you.
And wildlife harm. We can't be welding seals. Seals do not feature on a car.
Seals are a bit confusing though, because you've got seals as in the creatures, seals as in door seals.
Yeah.
There's a lot of seals.
Yeah, but none of them are just underneath your door on a fucking vehicle.
They're definitely seals,
Yeah, they are seals.
not seals.
Yeah, I also know fucking Tom says that, and he's a mechanic.
Does he?
Yes, he says seals. Fucking hell.
Can you weld my seals?
Yeah. Ha ha ha. No, it's livid. It's livid because it's all hot, man. Leave it alone. Stop
Poking holes in my seal.
Leave the wildlife alone.
Cutting sections out of my seal. Welding them back in.
Makes me angry.
I've
completely derailed
lost now.
We were saying something about sponsorship, weren't we?
We might have to edit this bit.
Yeah, we
Or
will.
we could just leave it in.
We'll just leave it in. Yeah, it's not...
I had some notes.
Oh, notes? Fuck, we've really stepped up the game. I made some notes the other day.
I had 20 minutes for the podcast.
I made some notes the other day, and then I realised bit of a design flaw in my notes.
Being recorded on this.
Yeah,
with the
it's
notes
been recorded on my notes.
I put our sponsors killing authentic drift culture, but I don't really know what I mean by that.
I think that is...
We're talking about sponsors. And
Yeah. I think that was aimed at the old kind of everyone needs a sponsor. Everyone thinks they need a sponsor, don't they? And I mean, obviously, we all like other people to pay. I'd like Tesco's to sponsor me, so I don't have to fucking pay them extortionate amounts of money every month or every week. But
I wouldn't want to sponsor. I mean,
I
was happy. Let me backtrack.
yeah,
I would like a sponsor to obviously assist me. However, However, one, I don't go to enough events because I can't go to enough events. I can't give them enough exposure. And two, if you do get a sponsor, you have sponsorship obligations to go to events that they dictate you need to go to. It's the deal. You don't get nothing for nothing.
No.
Sorry, something for nothing.
No, absolutely.
You have to give something back. And if it's going to save you 500 quid, but you're going to lose 6 weekends of your year because you're going
to something you don't actually want to do.
Correct. To me, that's not worth it.
It's
I'll
bad,
pay the
yeah.
500 quid.
Yeah. I would say too many people are too focused on getting a sponsorship
Yes.
and not building a relationship with a company.
Yeah.
Because if you're inauthentically sponsored by insert brand here, we won't say any names, but for the sake of 5% off,
Team Mishi.
Yeah, Team Mishi. They used to be around a long time ago. They're not really around in the UK anymore. I don't know any Team Mishi drivers.
Hashtag Team Mishi.
I do know someone that was welcoming aboard Team Mishi. And when I messaged him to say, what is your sponsorship out of interest? He said, oh, I've got a 5% discount. No, you have just been given a 5% discount.
Yeah,
You're not sponsored by fuck all.
No.
I think...
Thank you for your help, Team Mishi, but you're not sponsored.
yeah, brilliant. Yeah, thank you very much for your help with that.
Yeah,
but
that's it.
That's it, yeah.
End of.
Yeah. Not every post we make on social media thanking, I'm going to use a different brand, a Ling Long Tyres, for their welcoming them aboard to your team. When they might have hooked you up with a deal, and that's great.
Yeah, it's great.
But it then takes over this person's life, and we're fucking shoehorning it into every conversation and every post, and like, it needs to be authentic. I'd love to build a relationship with, I don't know, fucking anyone.
Link ECU.
Link ECU. I'd love to, but I've also had one of their ECUs on one of my cards.
Yes.
I'm not also then going.
You've also done 2 events in 5 years.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that. But I'm not going to then shoehorn it into every avenue that I can elbow it into. I would love that sponsorship because I would use that product without the sponsorship. And I think too many people will use a product because they've not been offered. Let's be real here. They've pestered the living fuck out of 40 companies, and one of them has said, yes, we'll do something with you.
Yes.
And then the product they actually want to use, they don't use, and they use this product because it's got 5% off, or 10% or 50%, or they've even given it for free.
There's that the other way though as well, where I know of a certain Japanese driver that has a certain flair, and he is sponsored by a certain suspension company and uses none of their suspension components. However, the car is covered in their suspension stickers.
I've also known a multiple world champion driver that is sponsored by a certain tyre company, and for a certain season of Drift Masters was certainly not running those tyres.
But definitely had those tyre stickers on it.
Definitely had those tyre stickers on it. Definitely had a whole livery of it.
Yeah.
Like I understand it's
business.
Business. It is business. And on that level, it's business.
Yeah.
Fucking Dave with his E46.
It's not business.
Team Mishi. It's not business. You've just got 5% off something. It's not an authentic relationship. And I think that's more important than a sponsorship.
You said about tyres as well. Now, you can get, I'm not singling out any particular tyre company or whatever, but say you've got an Accelera or a Zestino. Like for like, they're not totally dissimilar in price. However, most Acceleras come with a deal at some point.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do a sale week or whatever, and you'll get 10% off, 15% off, and that makes them cheaper.
Yeah.
But they're fine, but they're not a Zestino.
And they're different products.
They're like a cross between a road tyre and a semi-stick, which is absolutely fine. And for lower powered applications, for messing around, doing backwards entries, great.
Yeah, or just flat out seat time if you're in a lower power car.
Correct. But they're not a Zestino. And given a choice, would you have a little bit of a discount and have a cheaper, worse tyre, or you could
for your
application, or would you pay a little bit more and have a better tyre, which would be better for your application? Yes, it means you've got to spend a little bit more, but the overall result is better for you, and the weekend is better for you on a whole. Maybe you have one less pair of tyres to even out the cost difference.
Yeah.
But the tyres you do have are of better quality. Now, I would rather that than have my car plastered in Accelera tyres, stickers or whatever it may be, whatever brand of tyre it might be, and be like, oh, these are a bit crap compared to these, or and then you've got to try and sell that product because you have to work for that company according to your car.
Yeah.
But actually, you're sort of almost doing people a misjustice because you're recommending a tyre that isn't actually suitable for them, but you have to do it because you're obliged to do it.
Yeah, because they've given you free tyres or
It's a bit morally wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You sort of have to practice what you preach, kind of thing.
What
Which is what Dave was saying with Garage 21 when he was saying, I only sell stuff I would put on my car.
And I think that is what people should apply to their sponsorship.
Yes.
You would only want to be sponsored by someone that you use their products anyway, like naturally. And if you look at social media and you look at like YouTubers and influencers, the best sponsor integrations in their videos and whatnot are because it's a product they already use and already believe in. They've not been paid $5,000 to make that clip. They're just showing you something they already use anyway.
Yeah.
And I think too many people sell their soul to the devil for 10% off or discount or even free product and end up with, let's be honest, quite often a shit livery on their car because they need to make it stand out.
And it has to be a certain colour scheme because that's the brand's colour scheme.
They have their the name of whatever company has sponsored them plastered all over their car, which I understand, but I would argue that they probably don't want it to look like that if it was to their own devices. They're not going to plaster ling-long tyres up the side of it as they would build the car anyway, unless they got the discount.
I am a guy with a car covered in stickers.
Different. That's different. You've done that through choice.
I've done that through choice, and I've also picked my company to promote my company, also for tax reasons, and put in the colour scheme to work with the car. Yeah. And all the companies on that car are companies of people that I've worked with that have helped me.
You do have a sponsor on that car. You are a sponsored driver. Jack.
And Pulsar, actually.
And Pulsar. Fucking, there you go then. Yeah. But they're also two people that you would have used regardless.
Oh yeah.
So that's my point in case.
But I was lucky that I've known Jack for a long time and he's a sound dude.
And he hooked you up with a good deal.
And he hooked me up. And I was lucky with Mr. Pulsar. I made a bet, it paid off, and we've got on ever since.
Yeah.
So it's
but that's also, as I was saying, that's two relationships. That's not two sponsorships. And they are different in my mind.
Based upon driving, not on cloud.
Yeah.
We were talking about blue tick and stuff, weren't we?
Absolutely.
The Pulsar turbo thing was only because I won the event. Elsewise, I wouldn't have.
No, absolutely.
It'd have been like, fuck off, mate.
And I think, I understand it. Go on.
I just thought of something.
Go on.
Have you seen the Spirit Ray PS13 drift games you're doing?
I have.
Have you read the comments?
I have not.
If you read the comments on the latest video they've done, where they're trying to make the over fenders fit.
Yes.
Every comment is, please get rid of those gopping Stroms. I know we appreciate you're sponsored by Strom, but please put a Japanese wheel on this car. Yeah. Every single one is, insert version of that. We get it. We get you have an obligation to Strom, but for the love of God, please put a Japanese wheel on this car.
And you know what happened? If we're honest, because I think Dave genuinely was heartbroken about the loss of that car the first time around. He's bought probably one of the most expensive PS13s in Europe to build that car on.
That was a lot of money, that car.
Yes, Paul built it personally for himself.
For him to cut up.
And it was an immaculate car. It will not have been cheap. So he clearly is in that for more than just the content. Like, that car is clearly something to
content is helping to pay for it.
Content's helping to pay for it.
But I doubt it's going to cover it.
But I would argue that if the shit not burnt down, that's a terrible phrase for drift games.
So please don't say that.
If all went tits up.
Shit the fan.
Yeah, and that company folded, that'll be the car that Dave keeps.
Yeah.
So what I would hazard a guess would happen is, for the build, it'll be on those Stroms. Down the line, it'll probably end up on a different wheel. Because the Stroms are paying the bills, and later it will change.
Again, it's become business, isn't it?
Yeah, it's business, isn't it? And I think, really, that I understand you need to do a lot of exposure for your sponsorship, but I just think it absolutely should be heartfelt and not for the sake of your 5% discount code. Is the heart and soul of that. And I think relationships is more important than sponsorships. And I would argue both of you will get more out of that as well.
So on that, if anyone from Link ECU,
Strong wheels.
strong arm sponsoring everyone, mate.
Yeah.
No,
I just saw them send a set of wheels to America to Jake, is it, that announces Drift Masters and Formula Drift?
Jacob
Gettins.
Jacob.
Yeah, they've just sent him a set of wheels out for his G35.
Are they?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So they're sending wheels to America for sponsorship. So they really are keen because they're an Irish company.
Are they?
Irish company, and yeah, originally.
I wonder if they do Aristo Stroms.
Oh, I'm sure they do. I don't want them. I want those, thank you. They're lovely wheels, but not for me.
They're okay.
Some of their wheels are very cool, actually. Some of their single piece stuff I do like.
Yeah.
Their attempt at split rims, I'm not so keen on.
Attempt to split rims is a bit condescending.
Is what it is, isn't it? They're not a split rim, they're a two-piece wheel. So.
True. Well, they're kind of half split.
Yeah, but split rim dictates that three pieces to me.
It should be, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think that's about it then.
Yeah, you're welcome to sponsor us. I can't say you're going to get a lot of exposure. And there may be some controversy.
It's gaining.
It's gaining.
Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And on that note, if you can like and subscribe and follow us.
That was a reference that they will never understand.
They won't get the
never
reference.
That was from a very, very early attempt at us sitting and going in front of the camera for 40
I was
minutes
trying to do.
recorded.
I was trying to do an exit to camera
You were
thing.
trying to do
And what happened was I was talking, but my brain remembered I need to say follow us. So as I'm talking, I just spurted out, follow us!
like really aggressively.
Yeah.
Like there was concern. Like, follow us! There's a fire!
I panicked because I forgot to say follow us.
Yeah.
So if you could follow us at Idle Dog Chat, that would be great. Personally, Adam MS15 and
I'm Callum _Pete on Instagram. And I would say thank you as well, because I have a steady stream of people follow me on a weekly basis. Probably 2 or 3 or 4.
I don't think of anyone.
Really?
Obviously people like you.
I assume it is from this, because I've posted nothing but will you buy my shit for 6 months. So
Yeah, true.
like I get 1 or 2 or 3 a week maybe of people I don't know who they are, but then I look and I'm like, oh, they're drifters. Oh, they must have.
It is quite cool when we see people like.
It's wild when we see people. If you ever come up to us and we look at you like lost sheep, it's because we've not got a fucking clue who you are, and we forget that we've babbled on camera for hours,
Yeah.
and you know far more about us
Yeah.
than we realise.
Yeah.
And then you come and ask something, and we're like, how the fuck does he know that?
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's weird. When you're like, oh, how's this? And I'm like, how does he know?
Sorry, who are you?
How's your dog? What? How do you know I've got a dog?
Like, it's really strange.
It is
We're
weird.
very new to that.
But it's cool.
It's
cool.
very cool.
And yeah, if you could drop us a subscribe and a follow, that'd be great. But we should hopefully soon be back with you with Jay's Garage Cast.
Unlikely to be the next one, but possibly the one after, I would suggest.
You reckon?
Timing wise, yeah.
He's painting the cell as we speak, so
He's painted.
well, there you go then.
So
We're not far away.
he's busy boy, so
He
we
is.
have to pick our time wisely to not.
That's a week.
Yeah, but we have to pick our time wisely not to waste his time as well. So
Yeah, we don't want to be doing that.
no, we waste enough of our own. We don't start wasting others.
And yours.
Yeah,
And with that,
yeah, we'll see you again next week.
see you then.
Bye.
Bye. Follow us. See
No
you.
dog fellatio.
Have you seen him?
He's flat. Not a bollock was licked today.
No, he's
Today's episode.
knackered though. Look at him.
I'd be pretty knackered if I'd been sat listening to us for ages.